to spring forward, and Toby's looking westward. What a way to kick it off. Xavier lands a pulse bomb. And the NYXL are going to move forward here. It's just the Drakes of Seoul that are left. And NYXL open up with a very strong...
He takes out Meko as Libero comes back here, as Seoul Dynasty does have that spawn advantage, Mitch.
Xavier over there getting work done. Jaehong falling to him and Fletter. Now with a tactical visor coming onto the point, he's fired arc. Jonak's trying to take cover and he finds Fletter. Again, Jonak delivers the goods. The damage is there. And there's no better target than Meko, and he will be dispatched. Seoul go for a little bit more of an aggressive approach on the point than NYXL.
3 members on the point for Seoul. Here's a sound barrier.
Big sound barrier as well. Just with the Dr. Rawlin. Libero down. Ark's also missing it now. It's going to be just down to Mano here. With the nano boost, but Only's going to keep him alive for so long. And there it is. He's off this Diva. Good stall between just a couple of the players left on Seoul Dynasty. Buys them a couple of seconds, putting NYXL very, very deep in their time bank. In fact, they'll be out of time by the time they cap this first point.
Have maybe, what, one chance here, 29 seconds.
And the blade joins it. Toby already down. Fletter trying to go for a tactical visor. This is maybe not where he wants to use it. 35 HP. Libero deals with Fletter, and the rest of Seoul are completely crumbled out of the weight of NYXL. You can see they wanted more. And Xavier will do that final kill on Jaehong just to clean up. 30 seconds is enough for the NYXL. We can see Xavier. All he can do is, Fletter says X marks the spot, bro. Come fight me here. The flagpole at 3 p.m. That's not going to be the case.
He just needs to die at this point. Right?
And that's another transcendence from Jaehong. Are you kidding me? He brings it back in now. Meko in over the top to be desuited with the Dragon Blade on the backline, but Libero managed to yield him a kill. Xavier Libero down. Meko desuited. Arc falling. Mano trying to get to the point here. We are in overtime. Unbelievable. Mane throws the biodome down and stays alive for a little while, but it's a very short-lived sojourn in peace and quiet. Yeah, you have it. We get another minute New York to go in now. Mano's down. Swimba desuited. It might be happening here. Xavier is sitting back, farming up that pulse bomb. He's playing so safe, so scarce, so loose, and Fletter has fallen. They will have the point here. There's no point for Mirror to try and contest this one. And the first hurdle for New York has been cleared. And he does so. Mano with 2 already. This is beautiful. Libero chasing Fletter again. This time he's found him. Jaehong, it's just him with a very lonely transcendence on the point. And New York are inching closer.
Yeah, Mano actually uses Primal Rage to knock Toby out of the way of that transcendence, forces him up into the staircase.
Hopefully for them, the more effective approach. Jonak down, but Jaehong's trying to post him. Yattle's a missing key. The healing is now gone for Seoul. They've lost both their support players in the first push, and that's not ideal. Now with Miro falling, of course Libero can clean up now. With no healing available to Seoul, it's easy for these picks to come through, and Libero gets his reset. Zumba's out of the picture now. Pulse bomb dropped to Xavier. He doesn't give a damn. It just popped on the shield. Overtime is about done. First map, New York Excelsior. These two chasing on Libero now. Micro rockets. There's an Orisa shield in the way. Libero's barrage found Toby.
Yeah, no, what do they really have to do with Libero? It's really just Zumba going out of time after time. He does take out Arc, so that's going to be Libero's healing going out. It'll be Seoul Dynasty who flips the point.
Fletter and Miro are pushed back by the boost in by Meko, who's still very healthy. Miro low, needs to keep his shield up to protect his team, but now the Transcendence in play might be a little bit hard for Seoul to get the damage to stick. Good pin on Meko, maybe not the target he was looking for. I think he was looking for the Transcending Jonak, and Miro's down.
Yeah, New York has actually flipped the point, because Xavier goes all the way on the flag.
Recall! Oh! Big recall! Xavier's going to be able to Transcendence. Notice that he steps forward towards his team to make sure that he's in position to give the most healing possible. Now they did lose Mano in the process. Zumba was desuited though, and that's it. Xavier now in a position to start to run around. Xavier is going to combine here, and now he's got the Transcendence. The healing more than he needs, and the pulse bomb very just crazily thrown, doesn't connect.
Yeah, they use the Transcendence also help Arc stay alive as he brings Mano back in. You get that main tank back in. Miro does go Primal Rage here as Seoul still holding on. Meko using a self-destruct, just trying to get a new mech back.
That's it! Fletter's going to make him harder to kill, but he's being focused down by much of NYXL. However, Zumba fighting Libero is going to force Xavier back out of the action. It was Meko
into Libero's face. That attack visor does take Jaehong and Fletter out, but it was Seoul Dynasty who picked up 2 kills of their own.
That's it, Libero with a D-suit there to match the other 2, and it was very close. Miro almost separated Libero from the Transcendence of Jonak there, and it would have been impossible for him to survive, even with the tactical visor. The turnaround coming late in the fight again though. Toby hangs on, the stall's been good. Overtime is there, but New York are able to set up. Importantly, Jaehong has himself the Transcendence. And that's going to be so important. Takes him down, he sticks to his target, takes responsibility for removing the Diva from the game, and now Seoul are in that overtime, sat on the point. A desperate attempt from Mano to keep that alive, and it's going to be hard. He's 1v6, and he's 1 less now. Savio, we finished off. It's going to be an attempt for Libero to try and run towards a point, but it's a very long trip to get there. Even Usain Bolt will have trouble.
Warren goes over to
oh no!
see Single V. He'll get taken out as he's all the way behind enemy lines. Now Libero switches over to Genji, so you're realizing,
knowing that for a moment the Diva was missing. Mekko's down. That would have been his chance. With Mekko missing, the tactical visor would have been so much nastier, but Libero was there for the cleanup, and he's approaching the Dragon Blade that he's been waiting
for Seoul Dynasty. You also have Miro as well. As the overtime clicking down, it'll be Single V who gets back and gets a touch, but Munchkin didn't go. Looks like they may be poised to take this map.
Arc is so low. Savio wants to try and get there desperately. He does. Somehow they keep this going, but Munchkin's going to pulse bomb. It could be the fight end of the checkmate. The coup de grace, and there it is. 1-1 in this series, taken down. New York's Gambit, their final chance at taking this round seems to have been foiled again. Beautiful comment from Munchkin. It was a point-blank Helix rocket and a melee to finish off his target. And now Janus is down. Ark's trying to go for a resurrect in the corner, and he actually gets it. Janus is back. Good transcendence from Jonak, allowing Ark to stay alive long enough to get the resurrect channel off. And the fight has been taken down by Jonak. That's a huge barrage. Zumba and Miro have fallen. Supercharger are also blown up. And just at the depth of things, NYXL have control of Jayhong. Unbelievable. Found himself 2 kills. Jonak's fallen here. A 3rd kill for Jayhong. How is he doing this? Savio is missing. You can see an attempt now for Fleta to get back on the point. Toby's down. And now Mekko is going to be there. It looks like New York get up and off to the side. Jayhong just went insane.
The transcendence that comes out from Jayhong, as now it's going to be both support ultimates available for New York.
This is tough to watch. There's actually a big fight happening on the high ground at the same time here. Fleta wrapping in from the side. Mekko's being pressured down by Jayhong. Goes for the self-destruct, but Fleta picks him off as soon as he gets out. Miro overextends a little bit into the explosion, but is relatively unharmed despite that. He's dropping in. Here's Johnny. Savio is taken down before he can get away. Miro didn't even intend to go there, but he saw his target and he picked it. Nice opportunism there. Jonah getting the pocket from Ark, staying alive through the Mercy healing, and Seoul are really all around this fight. They're all over it, Matt, like moss on a rock. Ark's down, Jonak's missing as well, and Seoul did prevent that. Defense Matrix can't stop Hook from Roadhog, but it can stop the follow-up. There's another one though. Mekko gets drawn in. Can he protect himself this time? No. The Defense Matrix gets pretty much eaten up, and now it's on to everybody else. 3 people down in the space of a second. Seoul really dishing this damage, and the tanky composition comes in. Seoul Dynasty will have their cake, and you know the leader too.
It's another difficult part about playing Pharah against these tank-heavy comps. If you don't get those early picks,
the attempted drop in from the New York Excelsior. Pulse bomb doesn't even claim Zumba's life there. He's killed healthy. Mekko once again, they put him on the leash. They said, come to daddy. And he gets D-suited pretty much straight away. Mekko not the kind of player to want to play fetch, but he didn't have any choice. Fleta finds Jonak on the high ground there. Lurking perhaps trying to stay alive or find a pick, but it won't be there.
There on the Munchkin gets that early first pick, but didn't expect that. I was going to say, he's building up towards that Dragon Strike rather quickly. That's a big first pick there, though, on the Munchkin. There's nothing that Munchkin can even do about that, right? I mean,
yeah, ever just get scatter arrowed? I think if you played any sort of Overwatch any time, you know exactly how it feels. Feels bad, man. Yeah, feels real bad.
Yeah, that should be a switch coming through here for Fleta. Don't expect him to use a game-changing ultimate like a Dragon Blade in that type of situation. That comes over on the top. And Seoul Dynasty is in control of this.
Yeah, Mano in no position to really try and keep this stone up. He tries to make the jump on Fleta. It's skeet shooting. He picks Mano out of the sky, and there's no representatives from New York here to keep the game time rolling. And that'll be the transcendence from Jonak here, but Libero's already missing, so how to let New York make the best of this bad situation? So far, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, and they get the first point in this one. They've just been stalling out. It's been a matter of formality here. Just fun and games as they try and hold on.
And Mano does have a primal range to use, decides not to use it there towards the end as Jayhong waiting until Jonak can earn himself that transcendence. They put a lot of pressure on Fleta. He drops that biotic down, trying to stay alive. Libero's got 2.
Libero running riot. Both supports are down. The Ninja gets in there, and now it's all just a clean up. The NYXL held on the Seoul Dynasty, who have been dogged in their pursuit of making this a 3-1, but it's not going to happen. Now we're in the overtime. Pulse one drop right in the doorway. That's not very polite at all. There is some stall happening on the payload here, but that player Munchkin is now down, and we'll send that overtime tick away. We get ourselves a map 5. Make some noise. This is what we wanted, of course, of that Orb of Discord to make it much easier to punch through that arm and hide.
And so much pressure that comes in from Meko and Saviov that Toby and Jayhawk are forced to just kind of stand right next to Fleta, forces Zumba into this position as well, and Miro's trying to put some pressure on the opposing supports, but there's nobody else there to heal him up, right? Mono comes off the spawn, jumps in there, helps Libero finish off Miro.
Fleta has a tactical visor here. Double sound barrier here on both sides. Jonak had no idea what hit him. Muchkin gets himself 2 more. What a way to make a statement here. The pulse bomb is beautiful. A lot of D-suit to that tally. And there's no bigger way for Seoul Dynasty to explode back into the round than off the back of Nug. He might be spry for his age, but he still needs to dodge around Miro. At least this time it's going to be both Winstons going after both 76ers. Mono actually comes out on top though.
And Mono, he's going to get very close to taking out Jayhong here. It doesn't exactly do it as he's with 58
That's on the point, and the Primal Rage is coming up. Everything's going the right way for the New York Excelsior, and Mono's more than happy to pursue doggedly his targets now as they try and filter back onto the point. Miro does get over. He heads over the fence, but he just gets burst down. 99 to 79 as Fleta desperately attempts to dip his toe in the water, but he's ejected from the pool immediately. Basti didn't bring the right swimmers at all. Libero going down to a pole spot. Savior finds one on Zumba here, Matt. That was a bit of fun. Toby trying to get in, but that may be it.
So you can just play a little bit slower here. Not the ideal start. So, when you give him this much space, he's just going to tear you apart.
Jonak there as well thinks twice about picking. Great peel. Jayhawk finds Savior as he was trying to do with Fleta. Fleta's got so many lines of defense in between him and the enemy. It's just insane. He barely has to worry for 25% for Seoul here. They still haven't been able to get close enough to Fleta to really put any pressure on him so far. They can really only go for the point. That might be the opening they're looking for though. Fleta's still at large and he's found Arc, but it's really just him right now trying to plug the dam. He'll be out of the mix.
And that's self-defense.
It's not bad. It gets him, but decent and he's removed. That may have evened up the balance a little bit more. Fleta had the Orb of Discord on him there, and he tried to back away. It seems as if he's gotten to safety for the time being, but Savior is still free to roam. And New York still have control of this map. Can they stay in control while staying away from Fleta? That's a big question. Jayhong's down. There's Inyana's missing now. Seoul taking control of the point. They've got a couple plays in for capture.
And up gets Jayhong as well. Libero's coming off spawn here, Mitch. He's going to have a blade.
This might be it, man. I can feel
away.
it. Zumba being down. Libero there just looking for Munchkin, but now we're in overtime.